I'm so tired and I am feeling sleepy. It's currently, got the time. At this point, I don't think my brain can assimilate anything. The plan was to study till 5 a.m. So I think I tried. I mean, I've been up since 1 a.m. Although I had a break in between, I had a break in between. And I just stick on this press on nails. So the plan now is to head on to the kitchen to go start preparing the kids' school lunch so I can finish up everything on time and head on to school. Actually, I have 2 papers today. Yeah, I have 2 papers that I'll be writing today. One at 8:30 a.m. and the other at 11 a.m. So I have to leave for school early as 7:30. I'm already out of this house, so I can get there probably by 8 or thereabouts. Is usually a 30 minutes drive from home to school, usually a 30 minutes drive. So I think I will start heading on to the kitchen right now. I'll bring you all along for the rest of today.
Physical creatures. We need to run, jump, touch, wrestle, hug. I remember doing all those things with my friends when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. We would sometimes hug each other or pick each other up or wrestle. Children are physical like puppies. But now, kids, they're on their screen all the time. There can be a playful element, but there's no risk. There's no physicality. They don't learn the social skills that you do from face-to-face encounters. What I'm finding is parents everywhere are seeing their kids not playing. They're seeing them sit on their phones. At recess, in countries where the kids can have a phone in their pocket, at recess, the kids are often sitting down on their phones. They're not running around and yelling and laughing. So wherever you are in the world, figure out whether you have this problem. You probably do. That your kids, even if they're not depressed, they're missing most of childhood. They're missing adventure. They probably have fewer hobbies. They probably don't read books. They probably don't spend much time with other people. So this is going to influence them in a bad way around the world. And then start talking to other parents. Just start with that. Say, do you see this problem? Are you concerned? And especially if you have younger kids, you can delay when you give your kid a smartphone if your kid's friends are in the same boat. Then it's not hard. I would also urge anyone around the world, bring up the subject of phone-free school.
So the kids just left for school right now. I'm just gonna hurriedly pack up the whole plate, the whole mess in this kitchen, like just pack it up a little bit so it will look, you know, a little bit better than what it looks like right now. Actually, the thing is, I no longer have a help. My help left, and my sister who stays with us, who actually had been helping us out, helping me out around the house, currently traveled. So I am doing everything by myself at the moment, doing everything. Like it haven't been easy. Cleaning, doing laundry, doing dishes, cooking, sweeping the house, like the list goes on and on. I don't even have that time to talk about this, but obviously, hopefully, when I am done with today, when I'm done with my exams, I will talk to you all better. I haven't like done this kind of video in a while, and I miss chatting, in vlogs. So obviously I will do that by the end of today after I'm done with my exams. So let me hurriedly run along and go have my shower. The time is like 7 a.m. so I am literally running late. I have like maybe 20 minutes to prep myself, shower, do everything. Like 20 minutes. I have to leave this house maybe like 7:20 or 7:30 thereabout, so I can get to school on time. So let me pack up this whole kitchen, pack the whole plate into the sink. When I get back, I'll wash them. Talk to you all later. So here is my feet. I have this cross bag, and when I get outside, I will put on my slide. I mean, this is just perfect for exam. Easy wear, easy breezy, no dramatic going on here. Hi guys, good afternoon. So basically, I am done with my exams. I am done from the school. As a matter of fact, I wanted to say I even ran some errands, but no, that is not that's not an errand. I was so hungry. I went to the mall to go get pizza. See, I went to get pizza. Guess what? I almost finished the pizza. I am so hungry. I'm still very hungry, but I'm reserving this for the kids because I'm currently at the kids' school. I just want to wait for them because I don't want to get home and then come back to come pick them up. So it's better I do everything so we can go home at once and I'll go and sleep. By the way, guys, I am done with my exam, like I said, and I am super excited because I did well. I know you'll be wondering, how do you know you did well? I mean, you just finished your exam. But let me tell you guys something you probably don't know about my school, which is why I love my school. This is one of the reasons I love this school so much. As soon as you're pressing submit in your exam, you're seeing your score, like it will be staring at you in the face. As soon as you're clicking submit, your score is already staring at you in the face. So at that moment is like your judgmental moment, because that's because you would either be leaving the hall excited, happy, or you be leaving the hall sad and all of that kind of feelings. Yeah, that's what my school does. So there's no room for malpractice. There's no room for bribery. There are no rooms for that at all. Like, what you wrote is what you get. Okay, you can't even talk to the person sitting next to you because the person is probably in a different department from you. The person is probably in a different level from you. Like, you can't talk to the person sitting next to you. And even though the person is writing the same course you are writing, there is like 101% chances that the person have a different question entirely. Trust me. Have I mentioned that these are my last courses? Like, I have no exams anymore. Like, this is the last day of the whole exam, and I can't tell you how excited this makes me. I haven't been doing a lot in other areas of my life, like my business, like my career. I have mostly focused on this exam since this month. Other areas of my life have been lacking, and that brings me to the title of this vlog, which is there's no such thing as balancing doesn't work. Balancing is is a myth or something, and I stand by that word. If you don't agree with me, you can Let me know in the comment section with explanation, obviously. But I stand by there's no such thing as balancing, because for the last couple of months, ever since, let me just say, ever since I started up my online businesses, I started struggling with balancing. After the online businesses came into place, I guess school came into the picture. I can't even remember between my schooling and my online businesses which came into play first. I think my online business came into play before my schooling. So even while it was just like, obviously my physical business was there, but that doesn't require a lot of my attention compared to content creation, compared to my online business, compared to every other, like my physical business doesn't require my attention compared to every other things that I do. So that wasn't like a big problem for me up until I started my online business. I'm sorry, this part is gonna be long, but that's the whole purpose of this video. I just want to debate emotion, if that's the right word. So so ever since my online business came into place, I started struggling with my time, with managing. How can I be consistent with content creation on my two platforms, or rather on my two channels as well as other platforms, and at the same time be consistent with my business, giving it my 100, and also be consistent with motherhood and every other thing in between. And I struggled a lot. I struggled with keeping up. At some point I had to focus more. At the initial stage, I focused more on my online business at that early phase, and my content creation suffered it because I started being inconsistent. I started posting maybe once a week, once in 2 weeks. My YouTube suffered it. Aside from this channel, my hairstyle channel suffered it as well, and later on I just had to fall back into being more consistent in content creation, and my business would suffer. So this was what was going on, coupled with my mental health, coupled with a lot. And before you know it, I started school. I went back to school, and everything was just happening at the same time. It got even worse with mental breakdown. My health, like my BP was high, my sugar level was low. I struggled last year a lot. The reason I suffered so much was because I was trying to put everything on a table. I was trying to do everything at the same time. I was trying to balance everything. I was trying to be consistent with content creation. I was trying to be consistent with this. I was trying to be present with motherhood, and that affected me a lot. So now I've realized that there's no such thing as balancing. I had to, few weeks to my exam, I just told myself, okay, you know what, you're gonna drop a few things. In fact, let's say about a month to my exam, when I started trying to read up, catch up with everything, even did my test. During the time I was prepping for my test, not even the exam, I had to put my business on hold. Though whenever I get order, I take the order, I send out orders. But on the area of posting, on the area of being out there, I just had to put the business on hold. And for content creation, I just had to put out content when I can. It was no longer a situation of me struggling, me forcing myself to, me trying to make sure that there's content to post. It was a situation of me posting when I could, when I can. So I had to focus more on my studies. My studies was at the top of my priority during that time while I was prepping for my test and also prepping for my exam at the same time. My studies were like top of my priority. Obviously motherhood, nothing would top that, but let's just so it was the top of my priority, and I had to give it my all. I didn't struggle as much as I would have normally struggled with everything on my table, with everything that I started doing. I didn't have to struggle because I just had to put my mind on one thing. I just had to put my mind on one thing at a time. Some days I even had to turn off my notifications of all my social media platforms so that I won't be tempted to go check on what's happening to distract me from my studies. And it worked. Okay, it did work. Even sometimes I had to turn off notification on my business page. I am happy, like I said, that I got to realize that I can't do it all at the same time, being the fact that I have no helping hand, especially in my areas of work. So I had to set my priority. I put my priority in place. I just want to quickly add this clip before this vlog completely ends. I got to realize something while I was editing this vlog. You know, I got a different meaning entirely from what this vlog was supposed to be about. Like I was saying, there is no such thing as balancing, but the truth is, balancing is relative. Balancing is what you want it to be. Balancing can be you prioritizing one thing over the other, or it can be you putting everything on the table and doing everything at the same time, trying to do everything equally, if that makes sense. So balancing is really actually relative. It is what you define it to be. This is what I am getting to realize just from everything I've said so far. It can mean you prioritizing one thing at a time, like you have a lot going on, and by balancing, you will say, okay, which is the most important now, or which is the most important today, and you take that, do that. The next day, you choose from everything which is the most important, and you do that. That could also be balancing. Like prioritizing can also be balancing. Yeah. So honestly, balancing is relative. So do with the information what you can. I guess I will end the vlog here. It's almost time. Like I've been talking for so long. It's almost time to go pick the kids up from school. I will talk to you all later or in the next vlog. See you all. Bye.